Hello, welcome. I am going to be making the mango juice, and I will be taking you with me and show you the process how I make these. These are mango are ripened that are given to me from our friend, and I have letting them ripen for a couple days now, and they're definitely ready to go. So let's process them into a cube, and then we will use the blender and to create the juice. So I have some filtered water here that's ready to go. And let me just get the blender. I gotta go find it. Okay, here we go. Got the cylinder. Gotta have this stuff ready beforehand, right? Okay, so I have the lid, and then I am going to be using the nut milk bag to strain the pulp. And let's get a knife and then a plate. Use a bowl. So you need a large bowl, and then we'll have something to place the mango in. And let's make sure our hand is clean. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, let's ready to cut up the mango. The best way to cut this is to peel the skin first. This one is nice and ripe. Just can't believe how big this is. Look at that. My dream is to have a mango tree in my property. And so far, I have tried to grow them. I have not had any success yet. My mango tree I planted actually got frost killed. And then because it's a grafted tree and it came back from the roots. So now I have this mango tree, but it's from the rootstock. So who knows if it's actually gonna fruit. If you have this happen to you, comment down below, let me know. Am I expecting fruit from this tree that come from the rootstock? All right, so after I peel the skin, I'm just cutting around the mango flesh just to remove the pit, and do the best you can. They are very slippery to process this. So just try to get the most mango out of this pit. So I'm almost done with this one. It's got a big seed. Look at that. This is all the seeds that has the husk around it, so it protects the seed from being cut, I guess, or being damaged, so that the seed can produce the tree and the tree can continue. It's very brilliant. And now we're cutting the mango into cube. So do the best you can. Just cut as smaller pieces. So it will be easy to put it in the blender. All right, let's transfer it into a bowl. And if you're making the juice for one person, then one mango is plenty. Since they're both ripe, I'm going to process both of them so I can have it for today and tomorrow. So let's peel the second one. Hold it tight. This is very slippery. Okay. I have this cut out. The skin is peeled off, and we'll just do the same thing for this one. And just hold it and cut around the mango. And I can tell that this juice is going to be amazing. You know why? It's because I take the time and energy and attention to create this juice. So it has to be yummy and delicious. So while we're preparing our meal, we can set a good intention towards our food. And this way, when our food is ready, it will be extra nutritious because we're putting extra love into the food itself. So that's the second seed. You see this is a lot smaller, but depending on the mango. And let's, I'm just gonna cut it to small cube. Just do the best you can. There's a love and attention going to the food that you create with your own hand. And they can nourish your body in a different way than the food that you will get from the store. Because everything's energy, right? And by preparing this, you're adding extra love and attention into the food. Okay, so now they're in the cube, and let's transfer into a bowl. We're just gonna use this one bowl. And it's like all filled up. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Okay. So appreciating the food that we're going to be eating. And let's remove this, and we'll start the juicing process. I'm going to rinse my hand. I always use a filtered water for this. Of course, because we're going to be drinking it, right? So let's plug this in. Got the blender. First, we want to transfer the mango into the blender. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. Last time I made it, I used, I think I used 1 mango. Okay. So now they're in the blender. I am going to be adding water. So just add the amount of water that your blender can handle. Since I'm making 2 mango, I'm going to be using this entire pot. I'm going to try to use most of them. So fill up to about the maximum line, to the max line, a little bit below. So you want to have the room to let the substance move around while you blend. And let's place the cylinder on the blender. And for the sweetener, you're welcome to add honey or sugar, anything you like. Because the mango already sweet, I'm going to be just adding the stevia to add a little bit more sweetness to the mango juice. So the stevia I have, let me find it, is the powder format. It's kind of like a powder, and they're in a small package like these. They're in a small package. So I'm using 6. I'm using 7-pack. So 7-pack of these. The stevia is an extract that come from the stevia plant, and this plant is very sweet, but it does not spike your blood sugar. So let's place it. I like to place them in water after I have my water in here, just because it can be very dusty and it can get into your breathing system. So let's place it right into the water. But of course, you can just adjust the amount of stevia you put in, depending on how sweet you want. Okay, now let's put the lid on. And we're starting the blending process. Okay, ready? Here we go. This is the fun part. So starting at low and slowly increase the speed. Okay, that's it. I want to show you. Look at that. The next step is to filter this. This is good to go as it is, but I like mine a little bit more smooth, so I'm pouring this through a nut bag. Look at that, this one was white, and since I've been using the mango, and they kind of stained the bag. So now I have a yellow one. All right, do your best to pour it into the bag. Making sure that they're going inside the bag. Okay, there we go. So we have the whole sign. And the next step is just to try to get the juice out of here. And you don't have to do very much. Just hold the entrance and gently twist and slowly let the juice to come out. And don't squeeze it too hard. You want to just like gentle squeeze, turn, gentle squeeze, and turn. Because if you squeeze it too hard, the pulp will actually come out of the bag. So we don't want that. For the pulp, I usually just put it in the container or in the freezer bag. And if I'm not using it right away, I'll just freeze it. And this one can be added into homemade pie. If you are making like a homemade bread, this can be added into that. I did that last week. It's very yummy. Or homemade cracker. Anything that calls for fruit. So you might have to move around a bit to try to get the juice out. Okay, so you hold the middle and then press it down gently. In this way, you force a lot of the juice out. If they're not coming out for you. Okay. I'm going to just use the rest as the pulp and then call it a day because I don't want to splash this into my white clothing. Okay, there's still a lot of juice in here. Wow, so satisfying. It's a great way to first spend the morning, right? Juicing your own juice. I'm talking to you guys. What do you think? I think this is good, right? I got a lot of them out. There's still a lot of juice in here. Yeah, so you just move your hand around, actually can help. Just squeeze and move your hand and then change the location. I think I got a lot of out. My goodness, there's more. Wait, there's more. I'm gonna put the rest of this in the freezer because I think, my goodness, there's more. Okay. Let me get the freezer bag. I'm gonna probably use the container. I have a lot of these kind of container. And they're kind of a little bit soupy because I didn't squeeze so much. Okay, so they look like that. I'm sure they can be eaten like this, added into some kind of dessert topping. You know how you use like any kind of like a fruit sauce or anything that anything that adds color to some kind of dessert. or ice cream or something. And this is great for that. You can just add it as a topping and it gave that extra color. I'm going to be putting this away. You could put it in the freezer. I'm going to put it in the fridge. Mama might use it today. And the juice is ready. I am using the storage container to store them in the fridge. So that's the juice. I'm gonna do my best to pour out of here. Okay, so I have it in here. And I'm going to be dividing them into serving. So that I have some now and then I'll have some later. I have some now, and then I will dilute it with a little bit of water. And the rest of this will go in the fridge. And they're good for a couple days. And they can also be freezed in the freezer. And then when you're ready to use it, just take it out the day before, put it in the fridge. And this will be ready to go, fresh as new. So I'm gonna put 2 in the fridge and 2 in the freezer. So this way I have some next week. And they can also make it into the icicle, I don't know what you call this, popsicle for children. And I made some last time when I made the juice, so I want to show you what that looks like. Those are a mold. So you put the juice inside and then put the stick in, and it'll form like a little figure or whatever that animal is. So kids like that. I'm going to be removing these and store them. I need to get a bigger jar. I'm going to use a mason jar and remove them out of the mold. And this one, look at that. In summertime, it's hot outside and they come inside, they can have one of these and keep their body nice and cool. So I make them and store them away. And this jar is too many. It's a mason jar. It can go in the freezer and store it for later. See, I need like a bag for the rest of them. Okay. Need a bag or something. I have another mold. Let me show you what that looks like. And they're a lot smaller. They're like a little miniature lollipop. I noticed the kids are particularly like these ones. And just because they're like so small and they're so cute. I'm gonna show you close up. That looks like. Look at that. So it's like a little miniature candy, but it's made of homemade juice. Now let's taste the mango juice. Cheers. Wow. This is a great ritual. It is so good. It's a perfect balance. I don't know how many bags I use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I use 7 bags for the larger large amount of juice that I make. This is plenty sweet for me. You might need more. I don't know if you consume sugar, but this is great alternative. I mean, you have the sugar already in the mango, so you don't need to add any more. I'm going to sit in my patio and drink this slowly and enjoying the morning sunrise. And I will catch you on the next time. See you soon.